welcome to the 2021 Board of Directors installation. I'm Brandy Pearl Thompson, and I have the pleasure of serving as your 2020 president. Thank you for tuning in today as we recap the year and install the 2021 officers and directors. Let us know you're following along by liking and commenting here on Facebook. All the likes, all the comments. From wherever you are watching, I ask you to stand for our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Navy veteran and friend and fellow realtor Ron Tucker.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ron, and to all of you who have served and continue to serve our great nation. As we all know, 2020 certainly didn't play out as we all planned. We all know that. While we weren't able to meet in person nearly as often as we planned initially, that didn't stop us from getting things done. And it gave me the unusual distinction of being your very first virtual president. I'm incredibly proud of what we were able to accomplish in the face of these unprecedented conditions and want to touch on a few highlights. Our successful year would not have been possible without our 2020 committee chairs. So we thank all of our 2020 committee chairs. Through our collective efforts and volunteer leaders, we shape the programs and services for all members. Thank you for helping the Board of Directors make forward progress on our strategic plan in the areas of professional development, consumer outreach and engagement, advocacy, member engagement, communications, data and technology, code of ethics and professionalism, financial solvency, governance, and the support of the Realtor organization. In February, the Greater Chattanooga Realtors traveled to the Tennessee State Capitol building in Nashville, where we joined nearly 500 realtors from across the state to meet with our elected officials. On behalf of current and future property owners, we discussed crucial real estate issues, including infrastructure licensing and unnecessary fees for homeowners. During our annual Realtor Day with Snack Pack, I had the privilege of presenting a $10,000 check from the Greater Chattanooga Realtors to the Snack Pack Food Ministry. This ministry helps feed more than 2,000 food insecure children in Hamilton County every week. Later in the year, we made an additional donation to Snack Packs as we felt it was especially important this year to make sure that the children in our communities had food to eat. It is incredible to see firsthand all that goes into making this operation run as smoothly as it does. Thanks to a grant from the Tennessee Realtors, we partnered with the Chattanooga Area Food Bank and identified East Lake as an area significantly impacted by COVID-19. In September, Greater Chattanooga Realtors made a monetary donation and helped pack and distribute food to these neighbors. Across the country and right here in our own backyards, the pandemic has impacted so many. In December, we made an additional donation. The Chattanooga Area Food Bank takes funds and multiplies its effects, meaning $1 donation provides 4 meals. In total, the financial support from the Greater Chattanooga Realtors in 2020 provided more than 100,000 meals to our neighbors. That's incredible. There are many times our membership shined, but this one is very near and dear to me. Many of our neighbors were dealt a devastating blow in April when the tornadoes decimated many of their homes. By coordinating with the national and state realtor associations, Greater Chattanooga Realtors distributed more than $75,000 to 85 families. The monies went towards their mortgage or rent, and while we know those funds didn't repair all the damage, it's another example of how behind the scenes, realtors help Chattanooga families get back on their feet. In 2020, realtors were fortunate to be classified as essential service, and we were allowed to continue assisting buyers and sellers with their transactions. While realtors are not frontline workers, what we do plays a critical role in local economies. We did not take being deemed essential lightly. As realtors, we had a special responsibility to lead by example, to do what was best for our communities and ourselves, and to do what was best for the reputation of the industry. I can say without a doubt that 2020 changed the way people think about our role in the home buying process. Thank you to all my fellow realtors for continuing to pivot and find ways to keep transactions moving forward in a safe and healthy way for all parties in our community. This past year, 27 of you went above and beyond the minimum suggested investment and committed to becoming a major investor, meaning you each invested $1,000 or more in the Realtor Party. Thank you to all our major investors and to all of our more than 700 RPAC investors who invested nearly $80,000 in the Realtor Party. You make a difference in our communities and policies at the local, state, and national levels to protect and promote private property rights. That's who we are. Today we close one chapter of our story and we open another. We look forward to a future that's brighter and full of promise. We're reminded of those things that are important, our friends, clients, and family, because that's who we are. While this is my last official virtual presidential duty, I want to let all of you know that you will always be a part of my Realtor story. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve you in 2020. And now I have the honor of installing our 2021 officers and directors. We will start with the directors. Please raise your right hand, and as directors, you will play an important part in shaping and establishing policies and acting as a liaison between the members and the board and being responsible for the well-being of this association. You will observe and endorse the Realtor Code of Ethics, uphold and support the Tennessee Realtors, the Georgia Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors. You will, in all your acts, be governed by the principles of honesty, of justice, of fairness in every possible manner. You will endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of this profession, the high purpose of the association, and the welfare of the membership. Do you accept these responsibilities?
I do.
Stephen, please raise your right hand. In addition to your responsibilities as a director, as treasurer, you are the chief fiscal officer of the association. You will oversee the financial and investment matters and present a financial report to the board of directors each month and serve as a member of the executive committee. Stephen, do you accept these responsibilities?
I do.
Derek, please raise your right hand. In addition to your director responsibilities as president-elect, you will be a member of the executive committee. In the absence of the president, you will perform the duties of the president. Your responsibility is to contribute your influence and energies to the support and well-being of the association. You are expected to read all the materials, be well-informed, and prepared to assume the highest office on January 1st, 2022. Derek, do you accept these responsibilities?
I will.
Robert, I love it that you are joined today by your wife Jennifer and your son Jake. As you know, serving in the highest office will take time away from your family to serve your realtor family. Yet knowing you and your family, I am confident you have their support and they are very proud of you today. Robert, before you are installed, some of our past presidents wanted to give you a message of encouragement.
You know, for over 20 years, I've known the name Robert Backer. He's been a constant in this business, and he's just been on the good guy list for as long as I can remember.
Well, I have known Robert ever since he has been in business. I thought he hit the ground running, and I could tell back then that he was a hard worker, and I thought if he kept up the pace and he seemed to have a concern for people, which is good, caring about doing the right thing and giving them the right advice, and if he did that, I knew that he would be successful.
I've enjoyed working with Robert in the past on the board of directors. I've seen his leadership style as a director, and now as he's come up through the ranks, I look forward to supporting his leadership and how he guides us through 2021.
Robert, I really personally appreciate the fact that you have stepped up to the plate and you have come into leadership. You're going to do a great job for the association, and we need more people like you.
Congratulations, Robert. I am so happy and pleased to be congratulating you as the incoming president of the Greater Chattanooga Realtors during 2021. Well, I have known Robert for over 20 years now because he's been with my company for over 20 years. His mother was with my company before him and always served me well and was one of my right-hand people for many years. And Robert has been a faithful, dedicated, serving agent for all those years.
Hey Robert, I know that you know when you're representing your clients, you're looking out for their interests. As president, you're looking out for the interests of our 2,400 plus members, and I know you'll do a great job.
Congratulations. We just want you to know that we are so proud of you. Would you like to know what other realtors think about you? They think that you're professional, you're ethical, and we feel that we're going to be in great hands next year. But we want you to know that we're all right here to help you if you need help in any way. Robert, I served as president in 2004 and 2006, and I know that things have changed since then, but you can always rely on your board of directors and on your committee chairs to help in any way.
Hey Robert, this is Darlene Brown, wishing you the very best in 2021. I know that we are in capable hands, and I know you're going to enjoy your year. Just make the best of it.
Let me go back to that preamble to the code. The term realtor, let's substitute Robert Backer. Robert Backer has come to connote competency, fairness, and high integrity, resulting from adherence to a lofty ideal of moral conduct in business relations. Robert, I thank you for stepping up and being willing to lead us. Hopefully you don't feel like you're out there on your own. Know that there's a lot of us behind you, and we have grateful hearts for having someone like you be our president for 2021. I wish you all the best.
Robert, please raise your right hand. You have been elected to serve the highest office of this association. The members have vested in your faith, confidence, and good wishes. Your acceptance of this office carries with it an obligation to be true in thought, in work, and in deed to the principles of the association, and I know you will nurture these. As president and chairman of the board of directors, it is your responsibility to work with the board in executing the affairs of the association in strict accordance with bylaws. Your qualities of leadership, enthusiasm, and zest for our purpose and objectives will serve as an inspiration to all as you represent this association. Robert, do you accept these responsibilities?
I do. Thank you, Brandy. I'm honored to have you swear me in today. I can't thank you enough for your friendship and leadership this past year. As we tackled serious and unexpected issues in 2020, you kept us focused and moving forward. I'm excited about the progress we made with our strategic plan and all that we will accomplish. In 2020, even as our first virtual president, you were engaged and engaging, present in all aspects of the association. Thank you for your example in leading us to be better and to do better even in a Zoom world. You've joined a special class of members of our treasured past presidents on whom we rely for their experience and wise counsel. Through your leadership, we maintained real estate as an essential service and kept working to serve our members and our neighbors through the pandemic. On behalf of the 2020 Board of Directors, I'd like to present you with this engraved gavel you used throughout your term. We hope you will display it proudly for a job well done. 2020, what a year. I know I speak for all of us in saying I'm so incredibly thankful for all of our frontline workers and medical personnel who have worked and sacrificed so much during the pandemic. Like all of you, I was thrilled to hear the vaccine and the idea that we might soon return to some normalcy. However, I have to tell you that getting here today was tricky. Even with all the precautions we took, it was a challenge to find the right window that none of us, including myself, wouldn't have to be quarantined after being exposed or tested positive for COVID. You, the members, have been flexible and patient, and we're going to ask you to continue to be. Out of an abundance of caution, all meetings, classes, association functions will be held remotely, at least for the first quarter of 2021. In recent months, through internet phone service, web-based technologies like Zoom, all association governance programs have continued, granted in a different way at times, but we've kept marching on. We've hung in there thus far, and we'll need to be just a little bit more patient, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I want to thank our staff. Throughout 2020, they had the not-so-easy task of serving us all. There are only 9 of them and nearly 2,400 of us. Whether working remotely or rotating days in the office, they were there consistently to assist us with anything we needed, from realtor store purchases, lock boxes, answering MLS questions, onboarding new members, facilitating classes, and committee meetings via Zoom. Our CEO, Carol Sill, recently provided me with a 2020 recap, and I was shocked that last year our staff engaged in nearly 5,000 calls collectively a month, with an average wait time of only 8 seconds. Also, they averaged around 500 sent emails apiece each month. Those calls and emails in 2020 are on the top of facilitating 370 continuing education hours, coordinating our tornado relief efforts, and participating in the state and national virtual conventions. And they did all this in a way to keep us safer and help prevent the spread of COVID. Thank you to our entire staff for all you've done during these trying times and your ongoing support of all of our members each day. In 2021, we will continue to be the voice of real estate in Greater Chattanooga area, and more importantly, we will continue to be the cheerleaders of our community and for private property rights. But I can't do this alone. I need your help. I'm thankful for the newly sworn-in directors and for the experienced members that I will lean on for their knowledge. I also need you, the boots on the ground members. It is your association. You need to be involved. Many of you have volunteered for committees, and I'm grateful in advance for the work you'll do this year. I'm looking forward to continuing support of our community partners like Habitat for Humanity and Snack Packs. I'm excited to keep the conversation going about importance of diversity and inclusion, and look for more from the Let's Talk Diversity and Inclusion series that launched under Brandy's leadership. Also, we will continue with the placemaking efforts, continue our efforts in Highland Park Commons Flower Garden project, as well as identify other opportunities and create and transform unused public spaces into a welcoming community destination. I'm so excited for our new Community Education and Scholarship Committee that will facilitate programs to educate young consumers about home buying process and careers in real estate industry. Also, they will oversee an association-funded need-based scholarship program for first-year college students. Through our committee initiative, our community partnership, we have become the professionals and helped the Realtor brand be more visible in the community. I believe strongly in integrity and the integrity of our association and our profession. Work with me so that we can make this association the best it can be for our clients and for our community. If you need help getting plugged in to the association, reach out to me personally and I'll make sure that that happens. We are all in this together. Thank you for watching today, and I look forward to working alongside your 2021 Board of Directors to lead your association this year. I'm proud to serve as your 2021 president. Thank you for your confidence in me. Now onward to continued and new things from Greater Chattanooga Realtors in 2021.